Imagine being in Jesus' shoes, seeing 5,000 men and having the mega lunch pack before you. What would you have done? Hi folks, my name is God's Gift Ejike and we're your host on Strategic Living Sessions. Welcome to another episode of Strategic Living Nuggets. Our last episode has been centered on how to get ourselves set, well-suited, so as to be complete, ready and raring to go engage life this new year 2024. The reason why I'm being as detailed as possible in dealing with this subject is that I've been a victim of circumstantial ignorance. I wasted years looking for help outside me, ignorant of what I was carrying within me, not knowing that what I sought for outside, I had inside. So don't get bored with what has been our discourse these few days and the little that I'm about to share with us in this podcast. It's out of my desire to see us release in entirety what we are carrying inside, thereby dying empty, that I'm doing all this and being very active on this platform. I hope you understand this. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 5 confirms our earlier assertion as regards our inherent capacity. And it says, "Counsel in the heart of man is like water in a deep well, but a man of understanding draws it out." Counsel within this context connotes who we are and all that we have within us. Now, from this verse of the Bible, we understand that we carry something and it's deep. Its depth will require understanding for us to fully take delivery of our individual contents. Now, the interesting aspect of this is that assimilation of acquired knowledge translates to understanding. So when we correctly assimilate the knowledge which we have sourced outside, in addition to what we have discovered within, the sky will only be our starting point. We have to be mindful that we carry so much within that every effort made in discovering these contents and releasing them will be worth it. Are you aware that the only time that God ever had to create in order to meet a need was in the time of Israelite sojourn to the promised land? This was when he sent manna from heaven. Ever since then, God has had to meet needs with what he has given man. So look inwards, look around to meet the various needs that are pervading our immediate societies and the world at large. Briefly, let's look at Jesus and the miracle of feeding 5,000 with 5 belly loaves and 2 fishes. There are lessons to glean from that experience that will be of help to us. It's possible for us to be discouraged from launching out with what we have discovered owing to the size of what we have available. Imagine being in Jesus' shoes, seeing 5,000 men and having the mega lunch pack before you. What would you have done? Jesus, before he received what was presented to him, asked the multitude to sit down in groups, after which he gave thanks to God and thereafter gave the disciples to share. Miraculously, that little was enough to take care of the multitude, and thereafter there was excess that required collections to avoid wastage. The steps that Jesus took should be the step that we ought to take when we discover what we carry. Most times, the humongous nature of what is before us oftentimes is the reason why some of us get discouraged after discovering what God has blessed us with. You see, that which you have has the capacity of being multiplied, just like a seed, but it has to be planted. Once it is planted, it will definitely grow like a seed planted in the right soil will. Friends, let's make every effort to discover that which God has put inside of us. Once you discover that, go ahead, take that step and release it. You will be amazed at what you will have in return. Never mind the size, as most times in life, greatness comes in tiny packs.